Hello Libra, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for January 2025. Can you believe it? 2025 already. We are using the Tarot of the Magical Forest and we are using the Elder Futhark on Willow wood. Let's get started with a card from the Tarot of the Magical Forest, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this month is really going to be an interesting month for you, as far as you're going to be looking at what you've got and what you've created so far and what you've allowed to nurture, what you've nurtured and grown so far, and really feeling like you're you are assessing it to a certain extent, but you're just feeling like very comfortable about it, and you're reviewing it, and you're having a good look at it, and you're just like, okay, the crop is good this year, kind of thing. Even though it's January, but it's basically you're reviewing your harvest, your crop, as it's coming in and what you've accomplished so far, and you're like, okay, check that out. You're sort of assessing it and seeing how it's doing and how you're doing as a result. So let's get some runes down. Ooh, blank rune. Interesting. You've done a lot of work on it, but you should definitely be proud of yourself. Central issue for you, Libra, we have the blank rune, which is, being open to things, like really looking at this with an open mind, I think. Just like this is a blank page, and you're like, okay, I'm going to look at this with new eyes. I'm going to look at this as though I haven't been the one slaving over these. It's just basically like working really, really, really hard on these all this time, like that I haven't put all this into it, because you can get too close to a thing that you've created and then you can't look at it objectively. So this is where you've actually stepped back and you're looking at it objectively, and that's going to be very important. There is also an aspect of connecting to whatever the divine is for you in the blank rune, so maybe that's an aspect, but mostly I'm seeing this as, let's look at what we've accomplished with fresh eyes. Let's try to look at this objectively. Leading up to this, we have Tivaz. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr is the warrior god, but generally he does have to do mostly with maintaining balance and also taking care of things that need to be taken care of, and I think this is definitely falls into that category. Pentacles are always have to do with the practical stuff, so this is stuff that you have done because it was very important and practical, and it may have to do with money, and it may have to do with just basically practical matters, but you've worked really hard on it because it was the thing that needed to be done. You have a duty to it, you have a responsibility to it, and now you are looking at it going, okay, fresh eyes on this. Let's see if we can look at this objectively and have assess how we're doing with all of this. What is going to help you? We have Algiz reversed. Algiz is the rune of the elk or the moose, and this has to do with protection and support. Reversed, it's inner. So you're basically doing this where you're looking, what's going to help you is the fact that you can stand up for this, you can stand up for yourself in this, and you're able to self-support, and you're able to self-protect, and you're able to look at this and go, okay, I have put everything into this. This is something that I have made sure very carefully that everything that is going into this is something that I have chosen for it, and I have done the support of it. I have harvested the grain, and I have made the flour, and I have mixed the ingredients, and I have baked the bread. That kind of thing. So you're very much you're doing, it's like a self-assessment. It's like you're your manager of this. So that's what helps, is that you're judging yourself against yourself, which is really the only way to do it. What isn't going to help is we have Isa, which is the rune of ice. This is the rune of standstill and stillness, possibly even stagnation, and this is sort of, and also a sense of, I'm just seeing that aspect of clarity which it holds, which is the stillness through which clarity comes. You may be worried about what you might see coming at it with an open mind and with fresh eyes. You may be worried about something that might come to light, and that might throw you off. But mostly what I'm seeing this as is, after all of the hard work, you don't want to be just sitting on those laurels, basically. You've worked really, really hard on this, and this is your chance now to really give it a good look and a good assessment. So what isn't going to help is just go in and it's like, okay, well, I did all that work, so it must be perfect, but and just sit and not really do the work of assessing it, which is also important. If that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to, it's you know what, this is me being my manager, and I need to have a look at this work with this eye. And so It's not going to help me if I don't do this. It's not going to help me if I just sit on it. So bring yourself back up to where you are doing the self-assessment, and you are going to be very, you're be kind to yourself, obviously, but also, have that confidence that you can do this. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is, first of all, a sense of accomplishment. The gaybo does mean like, okay, we did it to a certain extent. So feel that satisfaction because you've earned it. Secondly, though, gaybo is the word of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. It could definitely be with yourself. It's agreements, decisions, plans, and goals. It may have to do with a one-on-one interaction, but I'm really seeing this as once you've made this assessment this month, you're going to want to make some plans, set some goals, have some agreements with yourself and make some decisions. And that's going to really, really help you. The gift is always an exchange in this. So this is you having this exchange with yourself. It's like, okay, you've had the assessment. Now what can we do with what we've learned? And so that may involve, by the end of the month, making some plans, setting some goals, that kind of thing. So that, Libra, is your reading for January 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.